Hello, I'm Gildart Jackson, and today on Fireside Reading, we read part 3 of chapter 28 of David Copperfield. This concluded the chapter. And at the end of the chapter, Steerforth visits. This is after Micawber and Traddles and Mrs. Micawber have left. Steerforth visits, and in his usual bluff way, he's charming, and David remembers how much he enjoys and loves Steerforth, despite Agnes's caution about Steerforth not being a very good guy. We have another intimation of that when he hands him a letter from Peggotty saying that Barkis is not doing very well back in Yarmouth. Steerforth has been visiting Yarmouth to sail his boat. And he takes a very high line of Barkis's illness, saying we must continue onward despite the tribulations of the common people. And it doesn't ring very well. David sort of passes over, but he's going to go and visit Peggotty. But then Steerforth convinces him not to go tomorrow, but to go the day after, so that they can gallivant together for a night at his mother's house. All in all, our radar is up that Steerforth might not be such a great guy. We shall find out. And then at the end of the evening, Steerforth reads the letter that Mr. Micawber had handed him just before he left. He'd written it an hour and a half before he arrived to dinner, and they had this glorious dinner, only to discover that, as Mr. Micawber puts it, he is crushed. And not only he is crushed, insolvent, but everybody living in the house he is in, all of their stuff is forfeit, and that Tommy Traddles, because he's stood surety for Micawber, owes, I think, something like £23 and something, which is a lot of money to Mr. Traddles. So this is terrible news at the end of the chapter, and we shall see what happens as we continue for poor Tommy Traddles and the Micawbers. Clearly, Mr. Micawber, this seems to happen to him every year, but David fears that this might be disastrous for Tommy Traddles and for his betrothed. Please join us every day at 5 Pacific on Instagram at Fireside Reading Live and find out what happens. All the chapters are uploaded to the YouTube channel Fireside Reading. Until I see you there, please stay very well.